Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Do you like my new
I
sweatshirt?
like your hoodie. I was about to say it.
It's not. I love how Scott says hoodie for the word sweatshirt because this doesn't actually have a hood. It's a.
You are correct. And I agree with you. I just call everything a hoodie.
It's like calling like a tissue a Kleenex, kind of. But that's a little different. But you prefer hoodies.
Yes.
I like the look of a hoodie, but like now that I wear crew neck so much, a hood on a hoodie feels like it's strangling me, and then it like bothers me if I'm sitting in the car or like if I lay down or like my hair is always like, you have to remember women with longer hair, like your hair is always kind of getting like, for me, like the hood of a hoodie is actually kind of annoying. I prefer a crew neck
I've never thought about that, but I guess it makes sense if you have
just like the hair and the leaning
long
and
hair. Yeah,
I don't know, you know what I mean? Like the car, I feel like it like I'm like and then also because the hood is kind of heavy, it'll sometimes make the sweatshirt like pull back, and then you're like, you know what I mean?
What kind of hoods are you getting?
I don't know. Like
are they weighted?
I don't know. Like even someone told me recently that their like comfort sweatsuit that they have, you know, the brand, like whatever. They were like, I literally love it, but I do feel a little strangled by the hood because it's such a substantial sweatshirt, you know? That it's just like, and then with your hair, like it's just like a lot.
Yeah. How do you feel about backpacks?
I mean, I would rather not wear them, but why? What do you mean?
It's the same. Like
no, it's not. It's not on my neck.
Down. No, I guess it's not around your neck.
No, it's not touching my hair either. Well, we're back from our 1 week summer off. Oh, sorry. What were you going to say? You also?
I love hoodies, but I never wear the hood.
Well,
so
no one
defeats
does.
the purpose.
No, but it's like you like playing with like the string.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like a hoodie. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, we're back. We took 1 week off for the summer, which I have so many feelings about just because like, you know, like our very first year of podcasting, I think we took the entire summer off. And then possibly the second summer as well. Like I think we like in the past have taken like entire 2 months off or a month off or maybe not 2 months, but maybe like a month.
Yeah, maybe.
We took time off or whatever, and then there was 1 year where we declared like we're not doing that anymore, basically. But we took 1 week off just because like the summer has been very crazy, very crazy, wonderful, but very crazy, very work heavy for both of us. Travel at the beginning and the end, vacation Bible school, and emergency surgery thrown in there, and we just really like needed to take 1 week off. Just it was like a lot happened.
Yeah.
A lot happened. So we took the 1 week off and now we're back.
Now we're here.
I'm really like vibing with this whole like blanket on my lap situation.
It is cozy.
It's very cozy. I'm wearing my new sweatshirt that I got up in Breckenridge, Colorado, which we'll talk about.
Do you feel refreshed, revitalized?
I feel depressed, which is like,
do too.
Yeah. So like, okay, I want to actually talk about this, like about like the act of vacation in general.
Yeah.
And like, oh gosh, like I have so many thoughts. Like this has been occupying all of my thoughts. Just like this summer, even though it was very busy and very crazy, we had 2 like very wonderful vacations. At the beginning of the summer, we were like very blessed with like a few days down the shore.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the summer, we were blessed with like a full week in Colorado,
which
seeing
is a
your family.
Great situation.
Oh my gosh.
Beginning of the summer, end of summer.
Oh, it was perfect. It was perfect. We kicked off the summer and then we had grand finale at the end. It was perfect. It was amazing. Both trips were so fantastic. They were so good that they made me depressed. Do you know what I mean? More so the Colorado one than the Cape May one. I mean, like, because I will say this. So like the down the shore one at the beginning of the summer, I did feel so sad leaving, but I did feel a degree of refreshed. And also because we still had the whole summer ahead of us, I still felt like excited to just do summer. And I just like, and also like VBS was coming up. So I just like felt a need to like kind of get back and get into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the Colorado trip, like now that it's like, there's like only 1 week of summer left and like, it's already not even that hot out. Like it's already kind of it's been kind of rainy and like not that fantastic of weather. And like, we just had such a good trip that like, I'm so depressed. I'm so low coming back. Like today I was a miserable person. Like you and I barely spoke for half the day, not because we were in a fight, but like we just had nothing to say.
I didn't know I was miserable, but then when you were like, what's wrong? I was like, what is wrong? Like,
it was just such a good trip.
I think I maybe am just feeling.
It just really feels sad to come back to your life for so many reasons. Like, I do this thing, and I don't know if normal people do this, but like for me, like if I go somewhere and I feel happy, I want to maintain that feeling, and I become panicked about not maintaining that feeling, right?
Yeah.
So like even the beginning of the summer when we were down the shore, and I'm like sitting on the beach and I feel so content, and the kids are so happy, splashing in the waves and whatever. Like all I could think about is like, how could we make this last longer? Like maybe we need to move here. Like maybe we need to sell everything we own and get a shore house. And maybe like, do you know what I mean? And then you're like, Kaitlin, wake up. Like no one actually really wants to live down the shore all year long. Like it's actually not that fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the winter, it's kind of depressing, like whatever.
Right.
You snap out of it. But then it's like, we go visit your family in Colorado and you're like, oh gosh, it's so pretty out here. Like, oh man, like the weather's so nice out here. It's like not humid. And like, oh gosh, we have so much family out here. Like, oh, the kids really love it. Like Jace is so outdoorsy. Jace loves to like fish and do all this stuff. And like, oh, it's so nice, like being with the family. And like, oh, we had so much fun. And like go to church with them and do this with them and do that. And then you're like, oh, like then you just
clock's
feel
ticking.
Yeah, like then you're like, oh, we should, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you come back home and you're hit with life and you're like, oh, like I just came home to like so many emails, so many texts, like all the back to school stuff, like the preschool deposit and the dance deposit and the soccer schedule, and you got to get the new uniform, and then we have like this training coming up at work, and I was just like, like I was just like, oh, I don't want to do it, I can't do it, and so then I start desperately trying to fix it. Like I'm such a fixer that I'm like, I think like, and it always comes back to me being like, I need to homeschool the kids. We need to sell everything that we own, sell our home, and move somewhere off the grid. And then I'm like, Kaitlin, you're such a social people person. Like, do you know how fast you would get so depressed, like living, like moving somewhere where you don't know anyone? And like, even though work is stressing you out right now, like work brings you a lot of satisfaction. It's also good for a person to be like challenged, and like a little bit of work stress is healthy, or else then you just become like apathetic and bored and like you're not pushing yourself. Like, and having your kids in too many activities is not good, but so what that soccer's starting? Like soccer's really fun and exciting, and like we have soccer friends and it's good for the kids. Like
but that's like anything else. Like once it starts, you're in, you're excited, you're glad that it's going, but the lead up to it is worse than the actual.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, how are we going to do it? And then once you're in it, you're like, this is great.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I remember we, just like loved soccer season of like,
course, I love soccer season
to go to this, whatever. But thinking about it coming up
is stressful.
It's stressful
because you're just like, oh, how are we going to get everybody where they need to go? And then Parker, and then like, it just feels like such a, like, it just feels like a lot. But then it's like, okay, so for example, if I was sitting down, like if you were my therapist and I was like, I'm feeling very overwhelmed about like the start of school, you know what I mean? Like the beginning of like schedules of like school and activities and being busy and work, like it's stressing me out and it's making me unhappy. And so then if the therapist was like, okay, so like, do you want to quit your job? Okay, well, A, I like can't financially, but B, even if I could, no, I don't want to quit my job. I like my job. And like,
would you like to move off the grid and homeschool?
Right. And it's like, no. And it's like, do you want to pull your kids out of sports? Well, no, they love sports and it's so good for them. They get so much exercise and they learn so many like life lessons, and like they have so many friends, like, and I enjoy watching them do it. Like that, as a parent, like that gives you such an immense like sense of satisfaction to see your kid doing something that they love. Like, so it's like, no, I wouldn't change any of these things.
No. And it's like we always talk about too, if you had a eternal vacation, like if you lived on a beach or whatever, eventually you'd be like, I'm bored. I want to go do something.
You need to like have like everyone needs some structure, some like, I know. And it's, you need to feel like you're giving back in some way. You need to feel like you're pushing yourself, you're challenging yourself. Like no one actually wants to just be on a beach 365 days a year, all day reading.
I'm
like,
sure there's people listening that are like, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's true.
But I think like, they would get bored.
At some point, you're like, I got to do something.
Yes.
You know, like.
Yeah. So I do think vacations provide that, where it's like, oh, good, I got that fix, and then I'm back into real life. But there's something about this one where it's like,
it feels really depressing.
Ooh, could we?
Yeah, like sometimes you come back revitalized, and sometimes you come back and you're like, ugh. I don't know if it was just that it was such a good trip. I really don't know. But like we spent a few days in Denver and then several days up in Breckenridge in the mountains. And it was so dreamy that I was like, how is this real? Like Scott's parents rented this like big house for all of us. And like there's nothing that's more fun than when the whole family's in a house together. Like we talk about that all the time. Like it's so fun when like everybody's in one house.
And obviously everybody wasn't there, which is the best when everyone's there. But even if it's just like whoever's there, but you're all
together. And it's just like you're up late watching a show. Or like Kennedy and I stayed up late watching Married at First Sight. And it was like so fun. And then we were like, everyone was in the hot tub late.
Kennedy and you and Dave.
And Dave, absolutely. Absolutely. And so, like, you know what I mean? It's like you're watching a show, then you wake up early, you're having coffee, and you're sitting outside, and it's just like fun. And then it's like, what are we going to do today? It's like, then we did fishing and hiking, and Jace, like, absolutely loved it. She got to see moose. Moosin. We couldn't figure out the plural of moose. And then we figured out it's just moose.
Is it?
I think it's just moose. I don't think it's moose.
Did you look it up?
I'm pretty sure we did. Someone did, I think.
Oh, well, I got to check real quick. But yeah, Jace was in her element.
She loved it. Like, and it was just like, we got to have, we got to go to the gender reveal for Connor.
Moose,
yeah. And Shelby, Scott, our nephew, and his wife. And like, that was so special. And just like, there were so many things that were so nice. And just literally like, so then on the last day, this is where me and your mom are the same person. Because your mom has the same thing in her that I have, I feel like, about this, like, we have to just make this our life. Like, oh yeah. So like we were in Breckenridge for a few days staying in a house. And then on the last day, we rode the gondola up to like the tippy top of the mountain where like we get to the top and there's this like gorgeous resort and like alpine slides and trampolines and this and that and the ski lift and blah, blah, blah. And it's like Scott's mom and I are like immediately like, how much do you think it is to like buy one of these? Like how, like what, how do you get it? Like they're building new units. Like we should look it up. We should go on a tour. We should go on a tour. So then we find ourselves like talking to this woman who at first like tricked us into thinking like she was like, yeah, you can tour one of the units. And we were like, yes, let's tour one of the units. Just cause like we weren't actually going to buy one. Like, what do you think this is? But we were like excited to look
10
at
million?
it.
Yeah, let's get one.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we were like, I want to see it though. Like I would tour houses 24/7. Like this is where like in another life I should have been a realtor just because I don't like the money part of it and any of that, but I love walking through houses and talking about like how you would lay it out or what you would do. Great realtor, like I would love that.
You would be
so
really
much fun.
Like
that. Looking at houses is so flippin' fun. So we were like gonna go look at this unit and then we like basically almost signed our life away to a timeshare. Like she's asking me to check off like how much we make in a year. And it was, and I was like, oh, never mind.
You were getting pulled in pretty
quick.
Yeah.
And Scott was like, no, stop.
You were funny too, because you're like, she's going to give me a gift card for $150.
$175.
All I have to do is a 90 minute tour. I'm like, there's no tour of an apartment for that's 90 minutes.
Yeah, like he was like, they're going to make you sit through a presentation. They're going to make you sign stuff.
Only because I've done it. I've gotten there. And by the end, they are like
it's
intense.
Horrible. And it like kind of ruins your day probably because it probably just puts you in a bad mood because they're just so pushy.
Yeah. I mean, you can hold out and then you get the card, like the 175. But I mean, it's a good hour and a half, it's 2 hours rough. Of your time. And they are like, by the end, they're just like, why aren't you doing this? Like, what? Why did you waste our time if you're not going to do that? Like they bring in, like it's like a video game,
would
just like boss
so
after boss
stress.
after boss till you have to defeat the final boss to
that would have stressed
get out
me
the
out
door.
So bad.
Yeah, it's a lot. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
though.
No, that would make me upset. So we didn't.
You got
do that.
out of it.
We got out of
and
it,
and you didn't get the gift card. So,
but sitting with my iced coffee in an Adirondack chair, gazing upon the mountains while the kids were like doing the trampolines and stuff might have been my most content moment. Like I just sat there and I was like, so nice.
It was great too, because we didn't know it was going to happen. So, we take the gondola up there and we're just going to ride it to get to the top.
We thought we were just like going on a gondola ride. We didn't realize there was like a whole thing.
And there's this mecca.
It was like, oh. We were like, oh my goodness. Oh, he's going to sneeze. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless
so it was a very nice surprise.
It was just like a really nice trip. We got to see not everybody.
And the girls just on that, like Emerson did the little trampoline thing with the ropes and she did
with
a backflip.
With the bungee cords.
And so she was so proud. And then Jace did the alpine slides.
Yeah, it was cute.
And she was so proud.
And Parker did a bounce house and she acted like it was the most incredible experience of her entire life.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, that was great.
It was really, 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 really nice.
You mentioned Jace, though. I was very proud of Jace. So she is a Colorado girl.
She did. I said to her, I said, so Jace, beach or mountains? And she said, oh, mountains for sure.
She didn't want to stop fishing the whole time. Four-wheeling. It was her idea. She's like, let's go. So I feel like she leveled up this trip. Like she kind of, not in like, oh, cool, she's doing this, but like she found things that she loved.
Yeah.
And she stepped into it. It was all her, which was just really cute to see.
It was really, really, really cute.
And then Emerson did well too.
Well, yeah. So should we talk about the Savannah Bananas?
Let's go.
Okay. So on like our first night there or whatever, let's start at the very beginning.
Wow. Going back.
Once there was a boy named Garrett. Okay.
And he was a crazy boy.
A really long time ago.
Baseball.
A few years ago, we had Garrett DeClue on this podcast.
Yeah.
And at the time, was he playing for the Party Animals?
Yeah.
I think he was playing for the Party Animals at the time. If you don't know what the Savannah Bananas are, are you living under a stupid rock? Like, look, 5 years ago, no one knew who they were. Now everyone knows who the Savannah Bananas are. Yeah. The games are on ESPN. The games are on Disney Plus. The games are on YouTube.
They're on right now.
There's one on right now. Like there's basically 6 teams. It's the Savannah Bananas, the Party Animals, the Firefighters, the Clowns, the Visitors, the
wait, there's another one. Tailgaters.
I think those are the teams. So they it's like its own league that is like
special rules.
People sort of compare it to Harlem Globetrotters, but it's like way more than that. But like the idea is it's baseball and entertainment. So it's like they're baseball players that are actually playing baseball. The rules are slightly different. There's entertainment involved. The games sell out everywhere. They're playing at major league stadiums. It's sold out. You can only get tickets by entering a lottery, and then you just get like randomly chosen to see if you get the tickets. Like it's a really, really crazy thing that's like taking the country by storm. And it's going to be the world soon because I think they're going to Europe. But anyway.
Yeah. So the trick is they are like the Harlem Globetrotters, but it's different that they're not just, it's not a scripted. It's not
just goofy.
It's not a scripted, goofy thing where the Bananas win. It is a true league of like
they're actually
professional level baseball players who are playing, but then they have to do a trick in the middle of their thing. Yeah. So the thing is, and this is what kind of set me like where I was like, okay, I get it, is that they're actually trying to win.
Yes.
They're saying, okay, we will
and they don't know who's going to win at the end.
Level of baseball and add tricks and dancing to it.
Yeah.
Which some people still don't like, but that's different than just we're being a bunch of goofballs.
No, totally. So it's so fun. It's so like, cause listen, I don't want to offend anyone, but like a Major League Baseball game can be very long and boring.
Well,
okay.
I mean, it's just statistically like baseball is dying.
Baseball is it's a long game and it can be boring.
Stadiums
and so Savannah Bananas is
seats.
Yeah, like it is sold out. Every single seat is taken and you are enraptured for the entire 2 hours. And like at the beginning there's stuff, during there's stuff, at the end there's stuff. Like you're being entertained for 3 hours basically.
The entire time. The whole time. The moment you set foot in that stadium, it is just overload of entertainment. And the music doesn't stop the entire night.
And the playlist is someone reading your diary and putting all of the most really fun like literally everyone, like it's all of the fun song. It's like being at a wedding, like where you're like, this is the best DJ ever. Like that's how it feels.
Yeah.
Because it's all just like classic fun songs, like the whole time. Like the whole thing is great. So anyway, Garrett DeClue, our nephew, played for the Party Animals and he played for the Firefighters, and now he is the showrunner for the Firefighters. So what that means is like it's exactly what it sounds like. He's running the show for those games. So when the Firefighters are playing, he's the one that's booking the talent and telling who's dancing when and how and how they're riding in on a fire truck and whatever. So the point is, Scott's family knew we were coming out to Denver. while we were in Denver, the Savannah Bananas were going to be in Denver. And they were like, oh my goodness, we should try to get tickets. So everyone entered the lottery and they ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tickets from the lottery, which was amazing. So they're like, okay, we'll send Scott, Kaitlin, and the girls, and then like
which tells you something. Garrett's running this thing.
Oh, and he doesn't even get tickets.
And
yeah.
still,
no, we didn't get the tickets through him. Like it was still a lottery. So then Garrett, being the showrunner, knowing that we got the tickets, did text the Savannah Bananas showrunner and said, hey, I know you use a lot of fans, like, because they use a ton of fans as part of the show. He said, my 2 cousins are going to be there. If you're looking for anyone, they would love to be in the show. And she was just kind of like, I'll see. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they weren't like, she was just like, I'll see about it. Like, whatever. So then the morning of the game, I got a text and she was like, hey, Kaitlin, I got your number from Garrett DeClue. I heard you have 2 daughters. Like, any chance they would want to be in the show? Like, what we have this thing where these 2 girls get to like compete to be princess of the game, basically. And like what they do is they each pair up with a Savannah Bananas player and they go to like different parts of the stadium and try to pump up their half more than the other one by doing things like tricks and cartwheels and backflips and dance moves. And like, that's what they're doing. And she was like, would your girls be interested in that? Like asking me like, what are their ages? What are they going to be wearing? What can they do? And so I'm going back and forth with her and she was like, yeah, okay, let's do this. You know, come an hour early, meet me in the dugout, basically, which was like crazy. So of course, like we get there and we like walk down to the dugout and we're like, we're supposed to go. And they're like, okay, yeah, like she'll come and get you. She came and got us. We got to walk onto the field down into the dugout. But then it was like, started literally sideways raining and lightning. Like it was like a storm that Denver had never seen. Like it was absolutely crazy. And they'd been in a drought all summer. So then it's a rain delay.
And then we get there and it starts downpouring.
Exactly.
Yes.
So then it's a rain delay. So it ends up being like a 2-hour rain delay, I think. Because wasn't the game supposed to start at 6 and they moved it to 8 or something like that?
But then it didn't start till 9.
Right. So it was like so they declared a 2-hour rain delay, but then it ended up just still kind of like hobbling along. Yeah. But like, might I tell you, during this 2-hour rain delay, they still did entertainment the whole time. They had people out there doing tricks and songs and skits and
plus
stuff
the game. So that's an extra 3 hours of impromptu entertainment.
It was
in the rain.
Honestly, psychotic. Like I was like, how are these people okay? And then we got to be in the dugout. It's literally pouring outside. Everyone else is getting soaked and we're in the freaking dugout. Like I was like, this is a life high. Like I was like this is
for
so
3
crazy.
hours.
This is so crazy.
And so it's funny because going to the game, we're like praying, like, please don't let there be rain. Don't let it rain.
And then we're down there and we're like,
and then because it rained, we got to be in the dugout for 3 hours.
It was so cool. And then it's
with
like
all the
players people, are walking around and like everyone in this organization, I could hug them. Like everyone is all the so
players,
nice.
The players,
but everyone
really
from
nice.
The players, from the owners to the whatever, to like the people with the headsets. People would walk by and be like, "Hi, girls, you having fun?" Yeah. Like people are so nice, and the players would be like, "You want a picture?" Like at one point, that one guy who just came over and just leaned against the fence, and he was like, "So, how old are you guys? You excited to be here? Who's your favorite player?" Yeah. Like you know what I mean? Like, and he's like on the team. I'm like, you don't have to talk to them. Like they're so nice. Like it was so cool. The girls got a picture with that Jackson Oles.
Yes.
And he's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. So like that's hilarious and amazing. Like it was just very cool.
They're all great.
So
and they didn't know that they were Garrett's cousins. They're just
no, people weren't just being nice to us because of Garrett. Yeah, no.
They had no idea.
So anyway, so then it's like the game keeps getting pushed and pushed. And then we're like, it's lightning. And we were like, they're going to cancel this game. And the girls aren't going to get to do their thing. That's going to be so sad. So then at one point, then finally the showrunner comes up to us and she goes, okay, I have some good news and some bad news. She was like, so because of the rain delay, they are going to cancel the whole like competing for the princess of the game thing. So we're not doing that. But we are doing one other thing that we can use Emerson for. Because it requires a 6-year-old girl and Emerson's only 7, so we can just kind of fudge it. Like she's like, it's fine. It'll be fine. That like whatever. And so then we just stand there.
There was a moment,
and we're just like silent because like, what are you supposed to say to that? Like you're standing there with your 2 children, your 7-year-old and your 9-year-old, and you're like, okay, this person just walked up and told my one daughter, great news. Don't worry, you're still going to get to be in the show. You're going to actually get to do something actually even more special. But sorry to the 9-year-old, like you don't get to do anything. So sorry.
One of you's dreams is going to come true, and one of you
dreams is getting crushed.
You're getting crushed.
And so, like, as a parent, like, I was like,
and she was so sweet about it.
Well, we'll get to it. But like as a parent, like you mean the girl?
The girl.
Oh, she was so nice about it. She wasn't like, screw you. Like she was like, I'm so sorry. Like there's just nothing for us.
To deliver bad news like that is so hard. And she was just like, so I have good news about, like the way she presented it. And she's like, but listen, I'm going to get you some merch.
Yeah, I'm going to get you a crown and I'm going to get you a picture with the princess. Cause there's this there's a person that is the princess and
did everything she could. Yes, amazing.
Totally. Yeah. Oh, she handled it so nicely. She was so sweet. So sweet.
But the situation still.
But it's like, so then she walks away and Scott and I are like, what do we do? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, what do you do in that moment when like you want to celebrate your one kid and not celebrate your other kid?
Yeah.
And so it's like, we're standing there and like Emerson was like, wait, what's what? Like, and I was like, so you're still going to get to do something like a dance or something at the beginning, but Jace isn't going to do it. And Jace was like, it's fine. I'm fine.
Well, to the girl right away.
Yeah.
Like instantly, Jace, I was so proud of her. And I don't know if she is still to this day, I don't know if she was just putting on a face or whatever, but she was just like, that's fine. Yeah, I totally understand. That's fine. It's totally fine. And I was just like, every time she said it's fine, my heart broke a little bit
literally
more.
Because I was like, oh my gosh, baby, you don't have to say that it's fine. Like, and I was just like, so then it's like, as a parent, you don't know what to do because it's like, you don't want to make it worse, but you also like, want to acknowledge their feelings. So it's like, of course, like I pulled her aside and I was like, I am so sorry. And she was like, it's fine. And I was like, it's not fine. Like, I'm disappointed. Like, you can be disappointed. Like, you don't have to say that it's fine. It's not fine. Like, this stinks. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, you are allowed to be disappointed. You're allowed to be sad. You can cry. And she was like, I know. Like, I am okay, Mom. Like, I really am. And so then, like, we proceeded to be there for like another, and then Scott would do that.
And then I start wondering, like, am I making it worse?
Are we making it worse?
Like,
and then of course, like your mom would say stuff to her and Kennedy would say stuff. Everyone was just being so nice. Like, we love you, Jace. Are you okay? Like, like whatever. And she just handled it like so well.
So mature.
And so then we kept thinking like, this is probably going to get canceled anyway. And it's going to be a moot point. Well, it didn't. Like they ended up pushing the game back till like, it was literally almost 9 o'clock.
It didn't start till 9 p.m. They didn't end till 11 p.m.
It was crazy. So Emerson was pulled to do this thing called like the fan warm up, where like basically when they're trying to get the fans warmed up. So basically like this, like a player goes out and he's like, are you ready? Like, da da da. Then he's like, I'm going to welcome out a little girl named Emerson and she's going to, whatever she does, you guys are going to do. And so like she runs out onto the field, just her and the Savannah Bananas. And then she does dance moves that like the showrunner is feeding to her. The showrunner standing off camera and doing moves and Emerson just has to copy her. You know what I mean?
Emerson didn't need her. This is what Emerson was made for.
Oh yeah. Emerson
all those years of practicing in the mirror.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
This is Emerson's like thing.
Oh my gosh. Like she was just, and like the fact that like she started the game. Yeah. There's 50,000 people in this stadium and your kid is on the Jumbotron leading an entire segment. Yeah. Not just like a quick, like a, hey, like they say her name, they say her age. She does the whole dance. The whole crowd is watching her and dancing with her. And then she gets to like run through all the players and high five everyone.
It's after
and
the
like
national anthem. It's the equivalent of the first pitch.
It literally was like, we were just like, I thought I was going to cry or throw up. Yeah. Like I was so like, I couldn't believe what was happening.
Yeah.
And Jace was cheering and clapping. And like when Emerson came off the field, Jace ran to her and scooped her up and swung her around. And she was like, Emerson, you did so good. And I could have died in that moment and been just completely fine. Like the fact that I was so proud of Emerson, obviously. Like the fact that she went out there and she wasn't even nervous and she smiled and she owned it and she danced and she was so cute and she was so engaging and I was so proud of her. But I was like so proud of Jace. Like that she handled that. Like she handled it so well. She wasn't like bitter toward her sister. She wasn't rude toward her sister. Like she was still cheering for her. She was so happy. Like I truly could have wept in that moment. And like, honestly, like Donna Jean said it so well. Like afterward, like when I was talking to my dad and he like, and I was like, I'll remember this forever. She was like, it's, how did she say it? She said it was such a big night for both of them. They both really had a moment because Emerson had a moment on stage, but Jace had a moment showing everyone her true character. And it was so impressive and you know what I mean? And it really is true. Like I feel like we'll remember that night as like such a moment for both of them. Like that for both Emerson like proved herself in terms of like she was so brave, she was so fun, she was so cool. And Jace had just such high character in that moment that I was like, you're a better person than me. Like I wouldn't be able to handle it like that. Like I would have been so, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I'm sure all the parents are thinking what we are of like, I don't want her to have to fake it.
Totally.
If she was hurt or broken, I don't want her to put on a face. I want her to be hurt and broken or whatever. But like we checked, and I think this was genuinely her
I think
response.
She really was okay. Because then even like later, like the next day or whatever, you were like, tell me the truth. And she was like, listen, the truth is that I was very disappointed, but I'm okay.
I think she was able to really think just process,
she was okay. Yeah.
This sucks, but it's all
and then
okay.
It was even like cute things like, you know, then after all the fanfare is over and the whole thing with Emerson is done and we go to our seats, you know, we're sitting there and Jace is like really into the game. Like the girl loves sports. Like she's really into the game. And then it was late. It was so flippin' late. Then it was like 10:30. Emerson was like, can we go? We had like 2 cars. So then your mom was like, I'll leave with Emerson. And Jace was like, I really want to stay till the end. And so of course Scott and I are like, yes, we'll stay. We'll sleep here if you want to stay. Like, cause we were like, anything you want.
We felt like she, you know, we still felt like, even though we were proud of her, we just still felt so bad.
Oh, I would have given her anything she asked for. And all she asked for was, could we just stay till the end? So we were like, obviously.
She's stupid. She should ask for like a lot of cotton candy.
Literally. Like your mom would have bought her anything. And she was just so sweet about it. And then like.
So then mom and Kennedy take Emerson to the car and Jace and us just stay there.
And it was really, she loved it.
And she leaned over and she said, what'd she say?
She was like, this is all I want. Just to be like me and you guys. Like she's such a quality time person. She's such a quality time person that I genuinely believe that it was more special to her that just me and you stayed with her at the game until the end without her sister, without anybody else. I think that was more special to her than getting to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
Like she was like, this fills my heart. This is all I want.
Yeah.
I could cry.
I could too. And honestly, going back, I don't think I would change it just because of how it was
such a moment.
The only thing I hate, you know, is then Emerson's forever going to get recognition of like,
oh yeah, of course.
Emerson, we saw you. It's so great. And Jace won't get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, how many kids get to do that? Or
it's like, of course, like Emerson was so cute and she did such a good job, and it was just so cool. Like it was so cool.
It was
just
so
like,
fun,
so sweet that Garrett was able to like
thank you, Garrett.
You know, like
we
it was just
you.
The whole thing was just like
I mean, and again, just an experience. I mean, even if we were just there, I mean, 11 p.m. and the stadium's still full.
Not one person left.
Packed
a
full.
2-hour rain delay. Nobody left.
People standing and singing,
and it's not even
dancing.
Like. You know, like someone could make an argument.
3-hour rain delay.
3 hour. Like
and 2-hour game.
Like somebody could make an argument of like let's say it started pouring like that at like a Taylor Swift concert. And it's like, well, obviously no one left. Everyone spent $700 on these tickets. The Savannah Bananas do not price gouge. Like the tickets most of them are $40 and I think some are $60. But that is it. That is it. So like nobody in the stands paid more than $60 for their ticket. This isn't the type of thing where people are like selling their car to go to the Savannah Bananas. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so like people could have left. It's not going to bring you into financial ruin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people want to stay because it's so fun.
It's wild. It's a wild experience.
It really was. That was very fun.
That night it will not be quickly forgotten.
Never. My goodness.
That was a lot of fun.
It really was. Something I've been meaning to bring up on here, which I should have said at the very beginning, but whatever. I just like never acknowledged the fact that I didn't do any interviews this summer.
Oh,
I just kind of subconsciously did that. it wasn't like I woke up one day and I was like, we're going to spend the summer and not do any interviews. It wasn't like that necessarily. It's more of just like a natural, like the interviews take a lot of work, like to research, set up, prepare for, and then schedule the interview. And like, obviously like we're recording this right now after our children are in bed at night. Yeah. Like I can't do an interview at 9:00 at night. Like who's going to do that? Right. Do you know what I mean? So like in the summer when all the kids are home, it's very logistically challenging to do interviews. And so like, I just kind of subconsciously this summer was like, I'm just like not going to make an effort to set up any interviews. Like if something comes across my lap that I cannot possibly say no to, then sure. But like some people reached out and I was just kind of like, send me the book and I'll like touch base with you in September. Like, do you know what I mean? Because like, I just like couldn't do it in July or August. And I feel fine about that decision, but I don't want people to think like, oh, I guess she doesn't do interviews anymore. Like I just took a break for the summer. Smart. Just to like get my wits about me.
Keep your sanity in the midst of everything that we already talked about.
Totally. So another thing that I did want to say is that, you know, I do use my podcast platform to complain about everything that I think is wrong in the world and anything that annoys me.
Here we go.
And I like to call people out and, you know, like I like to do all those kinds of things. So I think it would only be fair that when I make a grave error in my life, I need to call myself out. This is not easy. You might remember a few months ago, I talked about the library situation and how like I was very scared to go to the library. And then I overcame that fear. And then we checked out books and we returned said books. And then the library informed me that like 2 of the books had never been returned. And I was like, I know for a positive, absolute fact that I did return them. So I went in and I told them that, like, I know I returned these books. And then she found one of them on the shelf. And so I was like, see, like, this was clearly your fault. Now she didn't find the other one, but I was like, yeah, but you lied about the other one. So like, this is clearly, you know, this is your mistake. The day before we left for Colorado, or maybe 2 days before, I don't remember, all of a sudden I walk in the dining room and I see the Peppa Pig book sitting on the table in broad daylight. And I said, what is this? It's a book. What book? It's a Peppa Pig book. Yeah, I know, I can read, but where did it come from? Why is it here? What is this? Oh, is that the library book that we lost? Yeah, I found it. I found it on the bookshelf. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I went in there and I told that lady I know for a fact that I brought this back. And like I was so high and mighty about it. And I talked about it on my podcast and I was so arrogant and we had it.
Like, you called her an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. You did not. You did not.
I thought I was going to throw up.
Oh my goodness.
So my cousin Lauren was like, the only option here is to burn the book or to go into the library wearing one of those nose and mustache glasses things. But I didn't do either of those things. What I did was I just pulled up to the library, stuck it in the book return.
Made the kids take it in.
Stuck it in the outdoor book return and ran.
And she watched that video and got so much satisfaction.
Dude, I feel like and this is what's positively crazy to me about that is like, I did have a system to make sure I wouldn't lose books. Like, remember I explained it on that episode that I would let each kid take out 2 and then return 2.
Yeah.
So like, I'm genuinely confused how this happened because if I had Parker take out 2 and then bring back 2, how did that happen? Like, I genuinely don't know how this happened.
It is a good question. Maybe Parker hid one.
I have no idea. I obviously just miscounted or something, but like...
See, this though is like the whole thing, like why a librarian has to be stern.
I know.
Because I'm sure
this is why
every person comes up and says,
yes,
no, I returned it. I know I did. I know for a fact that I returned it. This is your fault.
How many times do people say that to her?
Going,
okay.
Yep. Now, the hard part is you were half right.
I was half right. Right. Like one of the books they accused me of losing, it was their fault. But for the sake of this,
wow,
I would just like to explain to everyone that I feel bad that I was an arrogant jerk, and I apologize. I do. I apologize to the Hackettstown Public Library, the Northeast branch.
So was this the last time you will ever go to a library?
I'm not sure that I'll go back. I'm not sure that I can go back. I'm going to be completely frank with you. I really feel like it was
a good run.
It was a good run, and we did it.
Your best. Yeah.
We did. Oy vey. That was
we could do the nose and mustache glasses.
Yeah, no, for sure.
A good idea.
Another thing I wanted to circle back about was the trad wife conversation. Some people didn't take well to it, and so I
knew it when we were talking about it.
Okay, I want to re-explain myself. I think we had a whole conversation on the last episode or 2 episodes, I don't remember, a few episodes ago, about trad wife, which means traditional wife. And we were talking about it in a very lighthearted way, a jokey way, talking about if you make sourdough, it makes you a trad wife. If you homeschool, it makes you a trad wife. Obviously, that was an intensely watered down version. I didn't realize that it's actually kind of a controversial topic. I literally thought it was a very lighthearted, I make butter at home. I'm a trad wife. I literally thought that it was just as simple as that. I think there's some people that are very offended by being called a trad wife because it implies traditional wife, meaning you're not allowed to work outside of the home. And you have to submit to very stereotypical gender roles, and the man is in charge and the woman can't do, you know what I mean? And so I think some people get offended by that, but we certainly didn't mean it in an offensive way. We were talking about it in an aspirational way. We were saying that's so amazing when people make everything from scratch. That's way too hard for me to do. But good for you.
You guys were basically saying you're heading that direction. You're doing a lot of those things.
We're getting a little crunchier, and so we're making a joke about being a trad wife. But the thing that's crazy is the most famous trad wives in the world are not trad wives because they're influencers and they're making money on Instagram. So it's that's why I think the whole conversation is so ridiculous. Is that when people are oh, Ballerina Farms, the trad wife. Guys, she's literally one of the most successful influencers on Instagram. Do you know how much money she's making? If she truly believed in stereotypical, the man goes out and the woman stays home and barefoot and pregnant and blah, 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 she wouldn't be making content on the internet. Obviously she stands for women. She makes a protein powder. She makes this. She sells products. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. But there's levels of this, like anything else, right? And so some people are offended by the term, and some people love the term. Some people are very proud of it. So it's not necessarily, not everybody's making fun of that.
Right. I think people say it. That's so true. It's one of those terms that some people are using it as a compliment. Some people are using it as a diss. Some people are just saying it very not with no meaning attached to it, no emotion.
It's similar to saying the word influencer. Right?
Right.
You say, oh, they're an influencer.
And
somebody's
some people are
wow,
saying
that's
it with,
awesome.
Yes.
And some people are saying, they're an influencer. That's so stupid, right? And they are using it derogatory.
You're so right.
And it's no different than that. And so, and there's also levels of that. So some people believe a true trad wife is nth degree, everything, fully, totally, da-da. And other people are kind of like you, oh, there's things that are, as you say, crunchy.
Yeah, I think it just kind of, I think it just kind of became a very casual, look, it's the rise of the trad wives, meaning people who are doing more crunchy things.
Point is,
it's not that big of a deal.
Anything you say is going to find people that dislike.
For sure.
That.
Anyway, should I lighten my hair?
Teasy lights?
No, I saw this thing on...
The answer is no, by the way.
On Instagram. Not light, but I sometimes just wonder if my hair is a little too dark. Is it too harsh on my face? And so I saw this thing that's Garnier Fructis that can bring your hair just up 3 shades, basically. So it just means it would just make it a slightly lighter brown.
No.
Really?
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's so
sweet. Why would you mess with it?
Because I feel it's maybe a little too dark.
I did love when you went blonde. I thought that was great too.
Don't ever say that again. I didn't go blonde, Scott.
Not blonde,
I had highlights.
Highlights, the blonde, yes.
You liked that?
I loved it. It was gorgeous.
No, it looked really bad. Like when I look back on the family photos.
You always say that. It looked fantastic. But you can't beat this.
Oh, that's so nice.
Go with this. And it works perfect with the hoodie, sweatshirt.
Why?
It's just great coloring.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Scott's dad bought me this really cute purple sweatshirt.
He was in the zone. He was like, let's get everyone hoodies.
That I got it in Breckenridge. I walked in and I immediately saw it and I was like, just because like, you know what? My entire wardrobe is filled with like white, gray, beige. Yeah. And like those are, I tend to like those kinds of colors, but every so often you see like a bright purple sweatshirt and you're just like, ooh.
It's perfect.
That looks like joyful.
It's perfect.
You know? So.
I love it.
I feel happy about it.
He didn't get me one, so.
Scott absolutely refused to get a sweatshirt.
I did want one, but I was like, I'm just buying one to buy one.
I get what you're saying.
You know, and nothing jumped out at me. If there was one that I really loved, I would have gotten one.
No, I know.
And he tried. He was really pushing hard.
He pushed hard. It's so overwhelming. Like, okay, this is the thing I want to talk about. Like, you know, if you go like on vacation, like a lot of people are the type of people like we know Matthew is, where you like have to buy a shirt or a sweatshirt at every establishment you ever visit. You know what I mean? Like, so, and like Caroline's like this. It's like she goes on vacation to Cape May. She gets a sweatshirt. She goes and visits a friend in Nashville. Which is a great idea. She gets a sweatshirt. Of course. I love it. Like
because also you can buy one online.
Yeah,
like,
but it's not the same.
It's not the same, and they're not as. It's hard to find these good ones,
like the good quality. Yeah. No, like I love getting a new sweatshirt.
Yeah.
The problem is you go to these places. A lot of them are like $55, and you're like, I'm gonna spend $55 on a Breckenridge sweatshirt. Like, no, I'm not. You know, so it's like. That's overwhelming for sure. But like Caroline has this one like Cape May sweatshirt that's like actually the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like light pink with like all these colorful little houses on it. It's like the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And like you could only get it like in Cape May, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, it's just like so funny how there's different types of people. Like there's some people that are like, why would you buy a sweatshirt with the name of the place you went to? Like that's dumb. Who cares? Yeah. And then there's people that are like, I couldn't possibly go somewhere and not get the sweatshirt. And then there's people that are just though happy to buy like whatever they see and they like. Like, oh, okay, that's a nice white sweatshirt. I'm just going to get it. Yeah. And then there's obsessive people who have to check every single store, every single sweatshirt, try them all on, like ensure how they feel. Like, and just like, and then for me, like, I'm obviously the obsessive kind. You know what I mean? Like I tried on this white one that was like gorgeous that your dad really wanted me to buy, but I did not look good in it. Like I put it on. I was like, this is.
Oh, I liked that one. I wish you would have gotten it.
I didn't like how I looked. I was like,
this is good though.
It's fine. I didn't like how I looked. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's another thing. Like some people are like, it's a sweatshirt. What's there to see? But I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think back in like the 90s, it was the same. Like you go to the place and get the shirt, but it was always like the block letters.
Yeah.
And now they're all just graphic hoodies and stuff, which is what everyone wants anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why
it's just like stylish and like authentic.
Yes. But I wouldn't know because I didn't get one.
Scott has more sweatshirts than any human on the earth.
I do. I want to count them.
You have so many sweatshirts.
I'm going to count them. That's another reason I didn't want to get one was because I was just like, I can't get another sweatshirt. Can we talk about Tyann de-stringing the celery?
Yeah. Tyann is Scott's sister. I missed that whole thing. I heard you having a conversation with her about celery and I was like.
I was walking in. I walked in. She was making chicken salad for the tea party sandwiches because you have to have a tea party if you're with Nancy Elliott. And she was with a knife de-stringing the celery. Like you know the little strands that run up and down the celery? She would just pull it and just pull
How do you get them all out?
She just went around the whole thing. They're just around the outside.
Oh.
And she would just with the knife just pull them off. And
are you supposed to do that?
I think my mind exploded.
I've never done that.
I've never done that, but I will now and forever do that.
Now and forevermore, amen.
You didn't know either?
No.
Have you ever seen anyone do that?
No.
I've never in my life. I did not know that was an option. It never crossed my mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
So it's a good thing we went because I wouldn't have known.
It's a great thing that we went. Wow. Anything else from Colorado?
There was a lot from Colorado.
Do you notice that I've been being very respectful and saying it the correct way?
Yes.
Colorado.
Yes.
Instead of Colorado.
Colorado. We put the rad in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of things. I can't even remember though.
We went to the Harry Potter experience. Exhibition. Why are you laughing?
Because I know you have a story you want to share.
Oh, I actually forgot until this moment. Okay, so
I thought you were setting it up so that you could share the story.
Okay, so something did happen that was interesting. So when we were up in the mountains in Breckenridge, we're at this big, rental house, and then Scott's mom misplaces her phone. And again, as we all do, kidding, I lose my phone 42 times a day. So everyone's doing the whole call it, check under this, check where did you go, retrace your steps, you know what I mean? And so then Scott and his dad are let's go back to the ice cream place. It's literally down the street, and see if we left it there. They go back, it's not there. They come back. Everyone's all right, we might just need to call it a night and decide to figure this out tomorrow. Scott's I'm going to go check outside in the car one last time. And we were yeah, no, that's good. You do that. So then Tyann and I kind of finish up inside. And then I'm ready to go to bed. And I'm he's still outside. I'm just going to go out there and see how it's
Support
going.
Me?
Yeah, see how it's going. So I'm walking out. And then as I walk up to the car, I didn't think about it. I didn't plan it. I just was it'd be funny if I kind of growled right now. And so I literally, just because we're out in the woods in the mountains. So I literally just walk up and I go, grr. Literally, that was the noise that I made. Okay. I wasn't digging deep, trying to do my best animal impression I've ever done. I just literally was grr. Scott, I'm just going to set the scene. He was bent over outside of the car, right? So the door is open and he's on his knees on the ground looking under the seats, but he's standing outside of the van. I go, grr. This man became Tigger and your feet had springs in them and you jumped 13 feet into the air, back down, jumps into the van, slams the door, and holds up a flashlight in my face. And I was just standing there so in such shock that I'd never seen that in my life. I'd never scared Scott like that in my life. I'd never seen him jump like that. I'd never seen him move like that. I was impressed. I was embarrassed for you. I was all of the feeling. And then I was laughing so hard. I thought I was going to pee. Tell us your version.
I wasn't scared. I knew.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you're outside in the dark.
You got me.
Also, you got to remember, we're out in the mountains in Breckenridge. There's no street lights. It's dark. It's dark.
It wasn't, but it's not scary. It wasn't creepy or anything. It literally I just heard a noise. And for whatever reason, I think maybe the fact that you did do it so subtly.
Yeah.
It almost sounded like a scratching or something.
Yeah.
And in 0.2 seconds, all the thoughts went through my head as I was jumping and locking the door and turning around. I was like, oh, it's a bear. Oh, my legs are out. Get in the car. It just all happened at once.
No, and listen, as hilarious as it was, it probably was good that you reacted that way in the sense that it didn't actually occur to me that there probably are grizzly bears around here. Are there?
Yeah.
There's got to be deadly animals up there.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, what's the likelihood it's going to be right there next? I don't know. I don't know. It all in one moment. It was good to know how you feel though anytime I enter a room.
That's so true.
Every time I enter a room,
scared all the
you
time.
Scream and jump exactly like
I've always been so jumpy. Something must have happened to me as a baby. I literally am anytime someone's Kaitlin, I'm ah! I'm so I get startled so easily.
I have to so if I walk in the house or walk into the room, I know that you don't know that I'm there. I have to think of ways to subtly
Sometimes
make enough noise. But even if I start like stomping, then you get scared by the stomping. Yeah. If I knock, you get scared by the knock. If I say, Kaitlin, I'm here, you get scared by that. If I just wait and show up, you're like, you get, so there is no way to get around scaring you.
There's not. I did so jumpy. So it was so mean that I did that to you, but I was so happy that I did it. Because it gave me one of my best memories of my life.
Yes, Kaitlin actually said, I hope I remember that forever.
I literally, like, as soon as it happened, I was like, I am so sad that I'm not filming, and I hope I remember this forever. Because it was so funny the way this man moved his body.
It was pretty embarrassing. I jumped yeah.
It was positively hysterical.
I just thought for sure the bear was right there gonna chew on my calf.
Eat you up.
Just my leg hanging out there, just chomp.
Chompy chomp. Love it. They would have been so great. I got you good.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I deserved it.
Anything else?
I feel like there was more from
you want to share?
There was definitely more from Breckenridge, from the trip, but it was a great trip. Hard to come back.
I think I'm just sorry. I'm finding myself in a place where I struggle with contentment. Like I'm noticing, and like I need to work on that because I find that I'm always in a place of like I said, like if I'm on vacation, I'm like, like this makes me so happy. I want to keep this feeling. Do you know what I mean? And then I'm like, if my life were different, I could have this feeling. But it's like, Kaitlin, if your life were different, how? You mean you have like 3 healthy, beautiful children? You have like a job where you get to work with your husband and it's like a rewarding job and it's like part-time. You mean you get to have like a podcast that you like absolutely love doing? You mean you have like a lovely home in a lovely neighborhood? Like what is the problem? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why are you always trying to fix something that's not broken? But it's just like when I'm on vacation or when I'm somewhere special, I feel different in my body and I so badly want to keep that feeling. And so I always think the answer is like drastically changing my life somehow. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like you don't actually want to change your life. It's just, that fear of like, how do I get that? Well, and also I think there's that sense of like, what if I was a millionaire and I could just be on vacation
and I could
all
have
the time,
24/7.
Yeah. But back to our point.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, like that doesn't fulfill you either.
Right.
It would be nice for a time. And yeah, if we could have 2, 3, 6 weeks of vacation, fantastic.
Totally.
But eventually you're going to go, okay, can I go do my life and
totally,
sleep in my own bed and make a contribution to society? Like,
like I think it's just like remembering that like vacation is vacation and it's supposed to feel really good.
Yeah.
And also life is really beautiful too, even though like, you have to answer emails and bring your kids to the doctor and stuff.
Well, I think, those are parts of anything. I mean, millionaires still have to take their kids to the doctor.
Well, exactly. Like that's what I was like.
Still play soccer.
Even if like, that's why I was like when we were up in Breckenridge and I'm having these moments of like, I love it up here. It's so nice. Like maybe we should sell everything we own and just become mountain people and just get like a little stupid little condo up in the mountains and just like live in the mountains. And it's like, okay, if you live in the mountains, you would still have to go to work and go to church and get your kids to school and do like all of those things would still happen here.
Yep.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, by like definition, vacation, we go there and it is different.
Of course.
Right? Because that's why I like
it's
going
vacation.
somewhere else because you're not at home. You can't do I
chores.
Love a good staycation. Yeah. I love a staycation where you can catch up. Yeah. For me, I love it.
Yeah.
And it's just like you just watch movies with the kids, catch up on work on the house, whatever, clean. Like I love a good staycation. But when you get to go away, be away from your house where you can't do the work, you can't do the laundry, that is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of like being there, a lot of my family is able to say, okay, we're going to, come up to Breck with you. We'll take off a couple of days. We'll do whatever, so that, I mean, it's hard to compare to that, but then you come home and
it is
back
nice.
to it.
Those post-vacation blues, they're really hitting.
It's funny because the vacation should either send you into, okay, I'm refreshed, let's go and do this again, or apparently send you into some blues.
It's okay.
Like, why is it over?
It's okay. It's okay. We'll bounce back.
I highly recommend Breckenridge for a vacation.
Love it.
In the summer.
So fantastic.
Most people think of Colorado
for the winter for the skiing. And like me personally, not only do I not ski, but also like the boots, the gloves, the jackets, the cold, like, ugh. Like you go up to the mountains in the summer, shorts and t-shirts, baby, and it's cute
also,
in the hot tub. And
10 times more expensive in the winter.
Yeah, exactly.
You go in the summer. Why are we telling people this?
I don't know.
It's awful. Go.
It's so true. Don't
to
go.
Florida.
Don't go.
Go to Hawaii. Those are nice places. Stay away from Colorado.
Absolutely. Okay, well, love you all.
All right, love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, KaitlinElliott.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. And hey, if you want to toss us a 5-star rating, I would love you forever. Check us out next week for another new episode. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at so.what.else. Editing and all that stuff by Matt Carpenter with Parable Productions.